What's good, YT? It's your brother Elijah Soul coming to you with a video. Hope you enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. Now let's get into it. So, the grind does never stop, man. The grind never stops. I was just talking to one of my brothers, man. Shout out to one of my brothers, man. I was just having a great conversation with him about just about life, man. I haven't heard from him in a while, since I left the military and left for the military, I would say. And he has a business, and he has a cleaning business, and he also has a lovely girlfriend. He's doing pretty well. It's great to hear from him. Entrepreneur minded man, you know what I'm saying? Very entrepreneur minded, go-getter, hustler, all those great things. And I think he's roughly around the same age as me. I want to say, if not, he's probably 24, 25, or whatever. And he was just, we were just talking, we were just rapping, fellowshipping, doing, whatever, catching up. And we got onto the subject of, man, the grind never stops, man. The grind is something that, like, you have to embrace it as like a everyday thing, as a full-time job. Before anything else, you have to embrace the grind as something that you do as in your own culture, your own individual culture, your own individual goals and principles. There's something that's so dear to you that you do it almost every day, or something that you wake up and you do every day, even the days that you don't want to do anything, or the days that you feel a little bit less motivated. It's something that you have to embrace as something that you plan on making this something that, whether or not you either chase it or achieve it, regardless of the outcome, is something that you are willing to go for until the end of your days. One thing I do a lot of times, I go on Pinterest and I download, and I look up a bunch of things. I look a lot of pictures and images and stuff like that. I'm a very what would you call it? Visual. What do you call it? Like a visualizer. Like, I'm very, like, someone who I need images. I need something to visualize for me to, what would I say? Shoot for the goal or motivate me. And I look up a lot of pictures. Whether it be for cars. I love looking at home ideas, apartment ideas. I also look up, bodybuilder quotes and stuff like that. And for me personally, and everyone's different, in whatever it is that's going to motivate you, I definitely think you should, study yourself and figure out what it is in you that would help you become your greatest self, or become, anything that keeps you motivated. But I look at a lot of pictures, man. I got my eyes on this Dodge Durango. I've really been in the trucks. I love trucks, man. I've always loved trucks, pickup trucks, SUVs, stuff like that. And I've always, always wanted one. Even though, I've never owned one, I've always owned, what would you call it? Small sports cars and stuff like that. I always told myself, like, man, whenever I get the money, or whenever I get, when I get the opportunity, man, that's the first thing I'm doing, is getting me a truck. So I always, put, either truck pictures in my phone that I look at on a daily, that I look at when I'm, on my miscellaneous time on the phone. I'm just looking at images, looking at things to motivate me to want to strive, want to grind, want to get back on my shit. And hell, even to make videos, things that motivate me to just be my best self. I definitely think that's something that helps you with staying on the grind. Something that's keeping you focused, keeping you, keeping you well balanced, man. Because let's just be real, man. A lot of, especially for guys that are in your 20s. I'm 26. So I'm on the back end of my 20s. If you're younger, guys, if you're 20, 21 or whatever, I definitely suggest, man, you should start now. Start now. Start putting Start figuring out what you want to do now. Start really asking yourself, man, like, what is it that, you know what I'm saying, will make me want to wake up at night every day? And I really, really hope, women isn't the number one thing, man, because I'll tell you this, fellas, women come and women go, period. End of story. Not saying that, if you anyone who's listening right now is, if they're in long-term relationships, and I'm not trying to say that, break up with your girls or nothing like that. So don't get in the comments coming at me crazy. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But understand this: when you're in a relationship with a woman, she sees you as the leader. It's just wired. It's just in their DNA mentally. This is not anything that I'm making up. This is not my opinion. This is something that I know to be a fact, that when a woman is in the presence of a man, she is automatically submitting to that man and giving him the leadership role if he is worthy of it. If he is worthy of it. So you can ask yourself a multitude of questions. If she sees me as the leader, am I showing her the best representation of what a leader is by staying on my grind and staying focused, staying vigilant, and staying to my purpose? Am I showing her what a true leader is by being focused on myself? Because let's be real, fellas, women love to see men on their grind. They love it. They love it. They can't not stay away from it. And hell, other men love it. Other men love to see other men be focused and disciplined. It's in a very electric energy when you coming across someone who's constantly on their shit and has a purpose and is not what would you call it, compromising their goals and their mission for anybody. That's such an attractive trait. So as you ask yourself this, when you're 20, 21, 22, 23, these are our warrior times. These are the times in our lives where we should be working and grinding the hardest that we possibly can. This is the times where we should be pushing ourselves to the limit and seeing and not being afraid of failure, right? Not being afraid of failure, but being aware of it, but not letting our emotions and letting our mind detract us or letting our mind derail us from what we really want, our passions and our goals, brothers. Because I'll tell you this, the older you get, the harder it gets, the harder it is for you to start to chase them goals. Not to say that it's impossible. So for all my brothers who may be, a little bit older or, however old, 30, 35, whatever, it's not to say it's too late, but the room for error, the room for failure is a lot smaller. Because I'll tell you this, man, when you go to your 30s and you chase that goal, and let's say you fall into, a little mishap or a fork in the road, and you have to go back to your mom's house or your parents' house or your father's house. Now it's harder. It's just like staying in shape. It's just like staying in shape. I can give it right back to that example. When you stay in shape all your life, and I mean you stay, you stay fit. You might have, years where, you might pack on a little bit more weight than usual, or you might have years where you might slim down. But either way, once you get older and you lose that shape and you lose those abs, you lose that muscle definition, it gets a lot harder to get it back in your 30s. Not saying it's impossible, but I'm telling you this now. It gets a lot harder to try to get back to that level that you were when you were 25, 23, 26. It gets a lot harder. I'm sure Chris Jones, Mike Rashid, they will all agree with me on that. I know they will all agree with me on that. So right now, if you're listening to this video, if you're 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, however old you are, if you're in your 20s, grind, man. Grind. Nothing else should matter. Nothing else should be more important, man. Nothing should be more important than your purpose at this moment right now. There's nothing you can tell me. There's nothing you can tell me other than children. But even then, I would understand. But regardless, other than children, there's nothing more important than your grind. There's nothing more important than your purpose at this moment in your 20s. And you need to chase that every day, whether it be visualizing, putting pictures around you to so you can stay motivated, cutting off, negative and toxic friends and family that, give you bad thoughts and give you bad ideas and stuff like that. Or hell, maybe quitting that job that you don't like working and going to a better job that, you feel like you serve a better purpose, whatever it may be. You need to chase that goal now. You need to chase that and grind, man. Dig, fight through all the bad thoughts, fight through all the lack of motivation, fight through all the what would I say? The temptation to deal with women right now, man. Because I'll tell you this right now, when you get my age, let's just say if you're 20, I want you to be in a better position when you're my age, 26. And when you're 26, I want you to be better in a position than a lot of my friends are at 30 years old. I want you to be able to, when you going out at 30, 29, 26, whatever, if you're 20 years old right now, I want you to be able to go out at 26 and, you feel comfortable driving a lady in your car. You feel comfortable, escalating the situation that night. You don't got to take her to no hotel. You could be like, yo, hey, listen, why don't you just slide through to the spot? I got everything, that we can need out, at the house. Ain't no need for us to just be rapping in a parking lot, chilling, talking. Ain't no need for us to be just in this club or this bar. I could take you back to the spot. Now, that's a good feeling. That's an amazing feeling, right? That's an amazing feeling when you got the options, when you got power, when you got the chance to make shit happen, man. That's alpha. That's alpha. That is alpha. I don't care what nobody else says. That is alpha. It don't get no more better than that. You go to the beach with your friends. It's a hot day. Y'all at the beach, y'all chilling or whatever. And everybody, all the guys who might not have worked hard during the year, during the, spring, winter, and fall, they real hesitant to, take their shirt off. But look, here you go, taking your shirt off instantly, because this is something you comfortable with. You comfortable because you've been working hard. You've been grinding. That's a beautiful feeling, man. That's alpha. And it starts now. Saving your money, it starts now. So embrace that grind, man. If you're 20 years old, 25, embrace that grind. Put your head down. Put the Instagram, put all the bullshit away. Put all the stupid shit, the dumb shit away. Put all that shit down, man. And start grinding now, man. Start the grind now. And I guarantee you, it'll pay off. For sure. I promise you that. I know right now that the bricks that I lay right now will give me the fruits of my labor later. Trust me. In 5 years, or not even 5 years, I ain't even gonna say 5 years. I don't see it in 5 years. But I would even say even earlier than that, I will have my Dodge Durango. I promise you that. I'm visualizing it now. I will have my own apartment. I've already had my own apartment, but right now, I'm just living on the ship because of the military, stuff like that. Highly temporary. But in the future, I see a lot of things being better in my life, man. And it starts with me now. It starts with me today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got a lot of motivation from it. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Holla back at me later. Peace.